vciso-au Cyberwatch, 3rd January 2026. Strategic Cybersecurity Intelligence Brief, powered by vciso-au. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay secure. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Yeswanth Badada, DW, Report, ANZ, None Australia, None News from Deep Web, Dark Daily Web, Pickett USA, Data Breach Exposes, Critical Infrastructure Data. Pickett & Associates, LLC, Pickett USA, a reputable engineering firm based in Tampa, Florida, has allegedly been compromised, resulting in the exposure of sensitive infrastructure data. Specializing in transmission and distribution power line design, aerial surveying, and LiDAR data collection, the firm serves major U.S. utilities. The compromised dataset, totaling approximately 139 GB, is currently listed for sale on a cybercrime forum for 6.5 Bitcoin. The data dump reportedly impacts several of the firm's major clients, including Tampa Electric Company, TECO, Duke Energy Florida, DEF, and American Electric Power, AEP. Sinbon Electronics hit by Dragon Force ransomware attack. The Dragon Force ransomware group claims to have breached Sinbon Electronics Co. Ltd., a leading Taiwanese manufacturer of electronic components known for partnering with major firms like ASML Holding NV. The group alleges they have exfiltrated over 847 GB of data from the company's network. This data leak announcement directly disputes a recent official statement Sinbon reportedly filed with the Taiwan Stock Exchange. While the company stated the attack was quickly blocked with no data loss, Dragon Force asserts this is inaccurate. The attackers claim the intrusion persisted for several weeks, impacting both the Taiwanese headquarters and the US subsidiary, and accuse the company's IT staff of attempting to conceal the true scale of the breach from regulators and senior management. According to the actor, the allegedly compromised data includes roughly 650,000 files totaling 847.32 GB. Kilin ransomware group attack hits Sugawara Laboratories and CSV Group. The Kilin ransomware group claims to have breached multiple organizations, adding them to their dark web leak site on January 2, 2026. The latest list of alleged victims posted by the group includes Sugawara Laboratories, Japan, an electronics and precision measurement manufacturer specializing in stroboscopes, torque dynamometers, and bearing inspection systems. CSV Group, Italy, a building materials and industrial services company specializing in heavy carpentry, sandblasting, and industrial painting. Currently, the leak site displays 0 photos for both entries, which typically suggests that specific proof packs or file samples have not yet been uploaded or are pending release. Threat actor claims to be selling complete database and documents from Hebrew International University, HOGI, in Israel on a dark web forum. Threat actor claims to have leaked data from French Office of Immigration and Integration, OFII, 2.1 million records containing extensive personal information on individuals who submitted requests to enter French territory. Threat actor claims to be selling RDP access to a Canadian consulting services company with domain admin privileges on a dark web forum. Threat actor claims breach of Switzerland's RVBW, Regionale Verkehrsbetriebe Baden-Wettingen AG, rail, bus and taxi company database leaked. 1. Rondo Docs botnet abuses, React to Shell vulnerability for malware deployment Cloud CK. Uncovered a sustained 9-month Rondo Docs botnet campaign, actively exploiting emerging vulnerabilities, including the critical React to Shell flaw. Command and Control C2 log analysis from March-December 2025 shows rapid attacker adaptation following public vulnerability disclosures. Threat actors pivoted from traditional IoT targets to weaponizing Next.js applications within days of React to Shell research publication. Darktrace reported React to Shell exploitation on December 10th, after which Rondo Docs operators immediately altered infrastructure to evade detection. Cloud SEK observed new C2 servers appear within 3 days, allowing the campaign to remain active through the present. Cloud SEK's Triad threat hunting framework identified active loggers used by attackers during routine malicious infrastructure scans. The campaign targets vulnerable web applications and IoT devices using automated exploitation frameworks, deploying botnet payloads, web shells, and crypto miners. The operation began with manual reconnaissance in March 2025, focusing on SQL injection, Java deserialization, and WebLogic vulnerabilities. Phase 2, April-June 2025, escalated into mass scanning against Drupal OGNL injection, Struts2 exploits, and WordPress plugin vulnerabilities. During the same period, attackers expanded IoT targeting to WAV-link routers and network diagnostic interfaces vulnerable to command injection. Phase 3, July-December 2025, marked full automation, with hourly exploitation cycles deploying the Rondo botnet infrastructure. CloudCK confirmed 6 overlapping C2 servers, delivering more than 10 Rondo malware variants tailored to specific device architectures. Following React 2 shell disclosure, attackers launched 2 exploitation waves, starting with blind RCE testing using commands like WIME and arithmetic validation. A second wave began on December 13th, deploying malware via new C2 servers, 5.2555.121.41, and 51.81.124.115 using nuts poop or nuts bolts and nuts x86 endpoints. CloudSEK recorded over 40 repeat attacks on the same vulnerabilities within 6 days, urging immediate Next.js patching, strict server actions, input validation, IoT VLAN segmentation, C2 blocking and monitoring for notch TMP execution and chmod-based persistence. 2. 10,000 plus. Fortinet firewalls, still exposed to 5-year-old MFA bypass, vulnerability over 10,000 Fortinet FortiGate firewalls worldwide remain vulnerable to CVE 2020-12.8.2, an MFA bypass flaw disclosed more than 5.5 years ago. The Shadow Server Foundation recently added the vulnerability to its daily vulnerable HTTP report, highlighting persistent global exposure. Fortinet confirmed active exploitation of CVE 2020-1.812 in late 2025. The vulnerability affects FortiOS SSL VPN portals due to improper authentication handling. Impacted FortiOS versions include 6.4.0, 6.2.0, 6.2.3, and 6.0.9, and earlier. Attackers can bypass multi-factor authentication by simply altering the case of a legitimate username, such as changing user to user. The issue stems from case sensitivity mismatches, where FortiGate treats usernames as case-sensitive while LDAP servers like Active Directory ignore case. This mismatch allows authentication through LDAP group membership without triggering the second authentication factor. CVE 2020-1.82 carries a CVSS v3.1 score of 7.5 high, with network-based access, low complexity, and potential confidentiality, integrity, and availability impacts. The flaw was added to CISA's Known Exploited Vulnerabilities (KEV) catalog in 2021 after being leveraged by ransomware actors. In December 2025, Fortinet released an updated PSIRT advisory, FGIR 19283, detailing recent abuse in the wild, exploitation-targeted configurations involving local FortiGate users with MFA enabled, linked to LDAP, and mapped to SSL VPN, IPsec, or administrative access policies. Shadow server scans confirm over 10,000 vulnerable instances exposed as of early January 2026. The United States leads with approximately 1,300 exposed firewalls, followed by Thailand, 909, Taiwan, 728, Japan, 462, and China, 462, with dense clusters in North America, East Asia, and Europe. Fortinet strongly recommends upgrading to patched FortiOS versions 6.0.10 plus, 6.2.4 plus, 6.4.1 plus, reviewing MFA and LDAP configurations, limiting SSL VPN exposure, monitoring case variant login attempts, and leveraging shadow server reports for continuous visibility. Ransomware victims: United States NICO equipment, industrial equipment, machinery, Luminex software, technology software, Infinite Computing Systems, technology IT services, BNZ Materials, manufacturing advanced materials, Hunneman, real estate, brokerage and property management. Lakeside Title Company, financial services, title and escrow. Wardell Builders, construction building services. Garner Foods, agriculture and food production. Bernice Dowling and Associates, business services consulting. Rockport Technology Group, technology, IT solutions. Stoughton Steel, manufacturing, steel and fabrication, Germany. Reuben Thunbaustoffe, manufacturing, building materials, Canada. Piwachuk CPA, financial services, accounting, South Korea. CJ Global, consumer and retail, global commerce, Japan. Sugawara Laboratories, technology, scientific and industrial labs, Italy. CSV Group, business services, corporate services, Taiwan. Sinbon, Electronics Co. technology, electronic components and manufacturing. Final note from vciso-au, Australia and New Zealand remain relatively untouched this week, but the global threat landscape continues to shift. Critical infrastructure, software supply chains, and endpoint security are under siege. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Yeswanth Bodeda.